Well, hello again to all the boys and girls out there in YouTube land watching. Georgia Beer Reviews back at you today with another one. And what I am looking at is from D9 Brewing Company. They are out of Cornelius, North Carolina. Very small print on here, hardly can see it. This beer clocks in at 5% alcohol. It is the Superstitious Pigeons from the Wild Things line. Now get this. It is a sour ale brewed with peanut butter and raspberries. Whoa. Never seen any beer quite like this. A sour beer with peanut butter. The raspberries, that makes sense, but peanut butter, sour, I don't know. Let's see what we are working with here. I've had several beers from D9 Brewing Company. I've been very pleased with their stuff, so there's no reason to think that this one is not going to be a winner. If anything, they get an A for effort with the name of the beer, Superstitious Pigeons, and the label. Very, very cool label. It's just a bunch of weird, superstitious pigeons. And a peanut butter and jelly sandwich being held above their heads in the background there. Anyway, kind of hard to see the label from me holding it up there because my camera doesn't want to focus. You'll just have to take my word for it. All right, let's give it a pour, guys. As soon as I cracked it open, I started smelling that peanut butter. Okay, kind of got aggressive with the pour there at the end to generate a head. Very little head with this, very foamy, fizzy head that you could just hear fizzing away like a soda pop. Some nice streamy bubbles going up the glass. The color is kind of a light, hazy golden color. Nothing floating around in there. So even though it's slightly hazy, there's no sediment, particulate matter, anything of that sort. Peanut butter. Raspberries in the background. But if it didn't say raspberries on the label, I would just, a tart fruit aroma, which it's a sour beer. So that lactobacillus, that sour note that you get with all sours is coming through. There's nothing that really indicates raspberry, but the peanut butter is right there, right up front, in your face. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with the aroma. It smells really good. All right, I am salivating, so without further ado, let's get into this brew. Cheers, guys. Whoa, full on sour. Holy cow. Mouth puckeringly sour. Oh man, one of the more sour beers that I've had in a long time. And then when you get through that, the nuttiness of the peanut butter kind of cuts through the sourness. And then the raspberry fruit notes are kind of coming through on the back end. Carbonation is medium to almost high with this, relatively light bodied. It's weird though, because when you think of peanut butter in a beer, you think of more of a medium or a heavy body. Typically, a porter or stout would be the style of beer where you're going to add peanut butter. So it's really strange with the peanut butter in here, but man, let me tell you, this is a dynamite beer. The flavors are on point. It's definitely unique with the sourness and the peanut butter combo, the nutty, rich peanut butter and the sour, mouth puckering raspberries and the lactobacillus, just the souring process that they go through with a sour beer. I'm really enjoying this. Such a unique beer, a wonderful drinking experience. Like I said, the body is relatively light. It's crisp because of the carbonation. It's very clean. It's refreshing. The finish is semi-dry. The raspberries and the peanut butter make it nearly impossible for it to be a really dry finish like with a normal sour ale, because a normal sour ale without all the flavors in there, it would kind of dry your palate out on the finish and invite you in for another sip, much like a session beer would do. A normal, like, I don't know, like let's take Bud Light for instance. Super dry finish, no lingering flavors or anything like that. You want to go right back in. This one you kind of want to sip on and enjoy a little bit more, and not necessarily go right back in for another sip, because that lingering peanut butter berry note is really nice. I mean, it's like a liquid peanut butter and jelly sandwich that's just super, super tart, or pretty much full on sour, like I said. Very sour, in fact. um, all right, I'm going to stop blabbing here. Let me get one more sip of this. This is an outstanding beer. Mm. Man, I feel like my descriptors are just failing this beer. It's incredible. Um, Peanut butter is flavor is great, and believe it or not, it does complement the sour notes very nicely. The savory, sweet, and sour really work well together. The light, crisp, refreshing nature of this beer is really nice as well because of the flavor profile with this. Like I said, the flavor profile is something that you normally get with a porter or a stout, which is a much heavier style of beer. This is light and refreshing, so kind of can throw you off. But let me tell you, it's an incredible beer, and I'm going to give it a 98 out of 100. It's absolutely just an insanely well put together beer. I love the name too, Superstitious Pigeons. If you can find this beer, guys, in your area, from D9 Brewing Company out of North Carolina, from the Wild Things line, Superstitious Pigeons. Let's see if I can, one last ditch effort to get it to focus. Oh well, I tried. It's about as good as it's going to get, guys. A wonderful beer, 98 out of 100. If you can find it, buy it, try it. Let me know what you think. I don't think you're going to be disappointed if you like sour beers. If you like sour beers and you like peanut butter, you're going to love this beer. The raspberries kind of more in the background, but nice and tart nonetheless. Just a winner and a truly unique drinking experience. I've never had a beer like this before. Never had a beer like this before. So there you go, guys. That'll do it for this beer review. Hope I didn't blab on too long. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. And until next time, everybody, cheers.